Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive? Buckle up, because today we're going deep into the world of crypto, specifically Bitcoin.
Oh, yeah.
And one company's incredibly bold moves. We're talking about Strategy, formerly known as MicroStrategy,
Right.
and their massive bet on Bitcoin's future. We've got some excerpts highlighting their recent activities. And let's just say things are getting interesting. So is this brilliant strategy or a risky gamble?
Well, you know what's really fascinating here? Strategy isn't just dipping their toes into Bitcoin. They are diving headfirst, making it a central part of their entire identity. You know that name change? Dropping the micro to become simply strategy. I think that's a powerful statement.
Yeah, definitely more than just a name change,
Yeah.
right? I mean, they're already the biggest corporate holder of Bitcoin,
Uh-huh.
which is really saying something. What message are they sending with this rebrand, do you think?
I think it's a clear declaration of their belief in Bitcoin's long-term potential. It's like they're signaling to the market that, hey, we're not just riding this crypto wave, we're trying to captain the ship.
Absolutely. And they're not just talking the talk, they are walking the walk. They just raised $584 million through a convertible preferred stock offering, basically a way for companies to raise capital that can be converted into shares. And guess what? They're using it all to buy more Bitcoin.
And get this, they filed to raise even more, another $563.4 million for the same purpose. This is all part of their 21-21 plan, which aims to invest a whopping $42 billion, that's billion with a B, dollars in Bitcoin over the next 3 years.
Wow. That's an insane amount of money to put on the line. What do you think is driving this level of commitment?
Well, if we kind of zoom out and look at the bigger picture, they could be positioning themselves to be pioneers in the corporate adoption of Bitcoin, kind of aiming for that early adopter advantage, potentially becoming the go-to for institutional investors who are looking to get into the crypto space. Imagine the influence if they become the dominant player in this whole emerging market.
Yeah, it's like they're betting on Bitcoin becoming the gold standard of the future. But isn't this level of investment a huge gamble? What happens if Bitcoin crashes?
Well, it's a classic high-risk, high-reward scenario.
Oh, right.
Huge potential for returns, but also for major losses. And their recent financial report wasn't exactly stellar. Fourth quarter loss, missed revenue expectations. That's something we can't ignore. Is this a sign that their laser focus on Bitcoin is actually distracting them from their core business?
Yeah, so are they disrupting the traditional finance world or taking a reckless gamble?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And remember, the Bitcoin market is inherently volatile. Things like President Trump's delayed tariffs, yes, even in 2025, can create this economic uncertainty, potentially drive investors towards assets like Bitcoin, which are seen as safe havens. But that same volatility can also lead to rapid price swings, making it a risky investment.
Yeah, it's a wild ride for sure. But get this. Despite all the ups and downs, Strategy stock is actually up over 15% this year. So does this validate their strategy, or is it just a temporary blip?
It's tough to say for sure. You know, it could be that investors are really buying into this bold vision, or it could just be a short-term reaction to market trends. I think only time will tell what the long-term implications of this strategy will be.
So what does all this mean for Strategy, for Bitcoin,
Yeah.
and for the future of finance?
Well, Strategy is making a huge bet on Bitcoin. They're facing some financial challenges, but they're moving full steam ahead with their crypto-centric vision, seemingly unfazed by all the market volatility. So the big question is, will their gamble pay off?
It's definitely a fascinating story unfolding right in front of us. Strategy is all in on Bitcoin. But will they revolutionize finance or crash and burn? What do you think? Let us know in the comments. And join us next time for another deep dive. See you at the city.